Here's Paddy's latest offer. It's 2 up, you win. For all Premier League and La Liga matches, we'll pay out immediately if the team you back goes 2 goals up. Not available in shops. T&C supply. 18 plus. Gambleware.co.uk.
Hi there, welcome back to the Racing Post Postcast. It's Bruce Millington, Mark Langdon, Ian Wilkerson, and from Paddy Power, Adrian Croak. And we are looking ahead to 2 great live Sunday matches at 1:30. It's Bournemouth versus Southampton. It's funny with Bournemouth, isn't it? The one thing you've always got to describe them as a South Coast club. So they'll be making such a thing about this being a South Coast derby.
Well, they love a derby, don't they?
Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, it is a very intriguing game. I'm sure the betting is close. And for more detail on that, Adrian Croak, how do Paddy Power bet?
So Bournemouth 17-10 at the moment. The draw is 12-5 and Southampton 8-5.
Wow, that is close. Can you
Yes,
split them, Mark?
I would want the draw on side, so I'm going to go Bournemouth draw no bet. I think Southampton without Charlie Austin that's a huge blow. I mean, we talked about earlier about Costa if he missed out for Chelsea. I mean, Southampton without Austin have got so little up front. We saw that against Stoke on Wednesday. Played 65 minutes with 10 men, couldn't score. They're very good defensively. Against Middlesbrough the week before, they needed an absolute stunning goal from Buffal to, but you can't rely on people putting the ball in net from 20, 25 yards all the time. Just got very little up front. Bournemouth at home, already beaten Liverpool. They've drawn with Tottenham, beat Leicester. And I think that, I'd make them favourites at home to Southampton, yeah.
I can't argue with that. Wilco, can you?
No, I'm picking the Cherries as well. One home defeat since the opening day, and Southampton on the road. They've won 1 of their last 9 away games, and that was against Arsenal reserves in the League Cup. As Mark's already talked about, the Charlie Austin factor's massive in that, and I think Bournemouth will beat them.
Are you gutted the way we completely aired your picking the cherries joke?
No, it's fine. Okay. I'll just leave it out there.
Adrian, did you like Wilco's joke?
I didn't really pick up on it. But
All the best puns you don't know.
Who do you think will win, Adrian?
yeah, Bournemouth as well. I mean, they went off 6-5 the other night at home to Leicester, which it kind of shows Bournemouth are actually rated a top quality outfit this year. I think they had something like 65% possession, or it was something crazy, and that was with holding a lead for a long time. I'd fancy them at 17-10 anyway.
Southampton had a bit of a slump in December last year. I know they beat Arsenal, but beyond that, they had some really poor results.
Hectic
didn't they?
time for them, isn't it? Because they've reached the League Cup semis. They were in the Europa League. He's been having to rotate the team around. Midweek Premier League game as well. I expect him to have to do that. I mean, they're going along quite nicely themselves. It was just, I think Bournemouth could be a top 10 team, and if they are, I think they probably should just about be favourites.
What would happen to Southampton if Virgil van Dijk was sold?
He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good.
He could go, couldn't he?
I don't think he'll go in. I just think that they're such a well-run club that that there's no value in them selling him in January. All their best players have always left in the summer when they can bring somebody in to replace them.
Righto, 4 o'clock, the big one. Man City, Arsenal. And this is really going to tell us a lot about these two teams and whether they are credible challengers or are going to fall away. And how short are Man City as favourites, Adrian?
6-5, not that short.
Oh, that's tempting you, is it? What price the draw and what price are Arsenal before we get your reasons why City will win?
5-2 in the draw and then 11-5 for Arsenal to win it. I think that 6-5 is mainly the Aguero missing factor, really. I couldn't see him being that price with him in there. They went off something similar to Chelsea. I think it was 23-20. So, Chelsea definitely a better team than Arsenal at the moment. So,
are you lumping on here, Adrian? Are you going to line up a proper punt here?
Yeah, I think I'm lining up a punt on City here.
Are you? Will you be working on Sunday, trading the game?
I will be in here on Sunday. Yeah, I'll be watching that. I'll have to keep my position to myself on it, obviously.
Yeah,
especially if results go against us again on Saturday. But I'm liking City at this.
No one from Paddy Power listens to this. Your neutrality is safe. Mark, what do you think will happen?
Yeah, I don't think you can just gloss over the fact that Aguero's not playing, though. And there's no.
And that they didn't beat Chelsea.
Yeah, they should have beat Chelsea. I'm not just speaking through my pocket there. I mean, if De Bruyne's, it's funny, isn't it? If De Bruyne scores the open goal, nobody sort of has a pop at Guardiola probably after last week. Chelsea get pegged back. I think it could be the biggest moment of the entire season. Even come May, we may look back on that missed open goal, and it could be so pivotal. But there's no Aguero, no Fernandinho, no Gundogan. as well. I mean, that's quite a lot, I think, for City to overcome. I agree that if they were playing, I'd definitely be on at 6-5. Instead, I'm looking at first goal after 24 minutes, something that's copped in Manchester City's last 5 home Premier League matches. As far as Arsenal are concerned, this is a team that struggles to win away in big matches. You have a look, last season only won once away to a top half team, and that was Leicester, actually. But I mean, again, this season, I just don't trust them away from home in big games. So I think City will just about win, but because of the players that are missing, it may take a little while for them to show their quality.
I'll have a poke on Arsenal. I think that the game at Everton on Tuesday, a cracking game.
Good game,
was
that,
great,
wasn't
but in
it?
proper
Brilliant.
football. That mad last minute. But I think that might just be a jolt that knocks them back, give a little bit of a wake-up call. And the big thing for City was keeping a clean sheet against Watford. Won in their last 17 games. Arsenal have got to pose a better attacking threat than the Hornets. So. They've not got a particularly good record. City have not beaten them in their last 6 matches. They might. I know we can all. You can clutch at straws a little bit with these stats sometimes, but they might give the Gunners a bit of confidence. I just think they're, just worth a small chance at 11-5.
Okie doke. We have got a Monday feast to preview just now.
Here's Paddy's latest offer. It's 2 up, you win. For all Premier League and La Liga matches, we'll pay out immediately if the team you back goes 2 goals up. Not available in shops. T&C supply. 18 plus. Gambleware.co.uk.
Hi there, Bruce Millington, Mark Langdon, Ian Wilkerson, and from Paddy Power, Adrian Croak. We are looking ahead to a great Monday night special. 8 o'clock, Everton v Liverpool. The pubs on Merseyside will be doing a roaring trade all afternoon. It's going to be a raucous old atmosphere for sure at Goodison Park, as it was towards the end of the Arsenal game on Monday when it was absolutely rocking. It was so quiet in the first half that the Arsenal fans were singing, "Is this the Emirates?"
Yeah, and at the end, the Everton fans were singing it back to Arsenal once it was rocking. Yeah.
Excellent. Everton versus Liverpool, 8 o'clock kickoff. Adrian is a absolute mad keen Liverpool fan. Has his opinion permeated Paddy Power's prices?
Well, currently we have Everton 14-5, the draw 13-5, and Liverpool at 19-20.
With those prices, do you ever have to do that sort of 14-5? Yeah, I still have to.
Yeah.
I still do. Okay,
Paddy
but
Power are not the worst.
No, they're not.
Anyway,
No,
for testing the maths.
No, but I get that now. I get that. So should we be lumping on your boys, Adrian?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one and not say what I think of the prices here. I think Liverpool might be a little short for a derby game like this at Everton. It's the same price as what Arsenal went off there. Tuesday night.
Does the form book go out the window in this one or not?
I think they do. I think for the
derby
games, it definitely has an effect on the games a fair bit.
Isn't it? It's the game with the most red cards in it, isn't it? It's the most card-tastic fixture there is, apparently.
Yet somehow nicknamed a friendly derby.
Yeah. Well, everyone scousily stands next to each other.
It's difficult to say what the form book says about Everton because they stank the gaff out at Watford and then they played really well against Arsenal. So it's difficult to sort of like get a grasp of where they're going.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably the performance against Arsenal was the exception rather than a rule with them. I don't think they've been particularly good, have they? What should a punter do you think, Adrian, if they want to get involved in this game?
I'm liking the goal scorer business here, and I'm liking Divock Origi, first goal scorer. He's scored in 4 of his last. He's scored in all 4 Premier League games he's played in the last 4 in a row. 1 League Cup game in there as well. I think he got a goal in that. There's a lot of money coming towards Adam Lallana, but he's got 6 goals this season and 3 of those in the last 2 games. So we're kind of sitting there top price on Lallana if people think he'll do it again. But
what price are you, Divock La?
Divock, we are 11-2, and Lallana is 9-1.
9-1?
Yeah, we're top price out there on Lallana.
He did the business for our Yankee last week, didn't he?
Yeah, we'll be coming back to that in a moment. Okay, so Divock Origi, first goal scorer for Adrian. Who for Mark?
I quite like Liverpool here. I think Liverpool are better than Arsenal, and I know that there is the derby factor to maybe makes Liverpool a little bit bigger price than ordinarily. But I think Everton are very lucky to be unbeaten at home this season. Should have lost to Manchester United. Arsenal just seemed to take their foot off the gas when they went 1-0 up. That Everton were there for the taking. They get the second goal. I don't see that comeback happening. I just think Liverpool are an outstanding team, and I also think that dropping Karius had to be done. I mean, Klopp was probably right to come out swinging at the Nevilles just to shut them up, because that's what Ferguson would have done if a Liverpool player pundit would have said something about one of his players. But Karius was becoming a problem, I think, at the back there. He was making the rest of the team nervous. I think Liverpool are fair enough, actually, even though they're a shade of odds on.
Okay, Liverpool for Mark. What about you, Wilco?
I think it will be a draw. I think sometimes these games don't live up to the expectation that the occasion can dampen the game and it becomes a bit scrappy, a bit turgid sort of stuff. 6 of the last 8 have finished level. I mean,
quite a lot of 1-1s in there as well, as I recall.
Admittedly, we've only had one Merseyside derby with Klopp as manager at Liverpool, and obviously he's got a different approach to some of his predecessors, and they won that game 4-0 at Anfield. But I still think at 13-5 that's a decent bit of value.
What do you think Everton's approach will be? Because they can't really walk onto them, can they? They've got to try and stem that early Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that though. I mean, they probably were at their best against Arsenal when they did try to pick the tempo up and just get the crowd on side and just run around a bit. I know Guardiola doesn't rate tackling, but I just think that helps Everton. Because I don't think they're good enough to sort of
that red card for Jagielka might come in handy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a blow. I didn't mention that. They're not necessarily a blow. Although Funes Mori coming in, I mean, if anybody's going to lose their head, it'll probably be him. I just think Liverpool have got, even without Coutinho, just too much in that final third for Everton's defence.
Fair enough. Right, we were 3 out of 4 last week with our first scorer, Yankee. Only Iheanacho let us down. So we're going to have another crack. We'll put Origi in there because you've already mentioned him, Adrian. You 3 can have 1 each. We'll start with you, Mark.
I'll go in the Tottenham versus Burnley game. If Sissoko plays where he played last night, which was bang up front, just off Harry Kane, he might be a decent runner, but I'm gonna keep it simpler than that and just go for Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Okay, Wilco.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Diego Costa.
And who's your second choice, Adrian?
After Origi, I'm going to go for Callum Wilson with Bournemouth this weekend.
Okay, so our first scorer Yankee is Divock Origi of Liverpool, Callum Wilson of Bournemouth, Diego Costa of Chelsea, and Harry Kane of Tottenham. That will pay a pretty penny.
Lovely.
If they all come in, won't it?
Yep.
If 3 win, then we're also in great shape. And if we get 2, then we still win a few quid, don't we? Good luck with that. Thank you very much, chaps. Thank you very much for listening. We're back next Thursday with another Racing Post football postcast.
The Football Postcast in association with Paddy Power, the place to bet on football in play with a huge special every weekend.